There are a lot of people who are just ostracized by their communities or by their families or just by their own selves, because when you have a disorder where you can't communicate effectively, you end up really on the fringes of society a lot of the times. Say Labs makes video games for people with speech or language disorders, but the video games are rather special because under the hood we have a combination of artificial intelligence and speech recognition technology. And the idea is that we take these two technologies, we combine them with speech therapy, and then we create video games where you have to use your voice. And while you use your voice, you get immediate feedback, and the artificial intelligence kicks in by it changes the difficulty. It adapts to the user's capabilities. So the idea essentially is to provide intensive speech therapy, but in the form of a video game. It's an actual narrative storytelling video game. And basically what you're doing is you're learning the techniques that you would learn from a fluency specialist. Is they're teaching you how to become a more effective communicator, whether that's working on your mindfulness, whether that's working on motoric exercises, whether that's working on the naturalness of your speech. As you play the game, if you're doing really well, if this is a technique that is not a problem for you, you'll go through that with relative swiftness. If it's a problem, the game will identify that and you'll get the practice that you need. And in a way that's really motivating, because we add a lot of video game elements like randomness, like boss fights, challenges. We hide the speech therapy in a way because kids don't want to necessarily feel like they're in speech therapy. They just want to get access to a game. When you play, you just grab people's attention a lot faster. And there's been a lot of research in the field of play and imagination and neurology that shows the speed in which new neural connections are happening when you're playing versus doing other activities. And the finding is that when you play, neural connectivity happens at a rate that's 20 times faster than when you're not playing. Worldwide, there are over 600 million people in the world who have a speech or language disorder. Only 9% of all the people inflicted actually get speech therapy. We're basically offering the speech therapy anytime, anywhere on your phone. So we're trying to change this on a global scale. And I get a lot of feedback. What people do say is they've never felt more confident. They've never felt more fluent. They've never felt so unstuck. And this is a direct measurement of this type of technology that is teaching them and empowering them to not feel judged. It's a video game. There's no third person or second person watching you and observing you and trying to really fix you, so to speak, on everything that you're trying to say. That's not what it's about, because there's nobody looking at them. They're just practicing over and over. Repeated activity will get you great at anything.